Hey Scruffy, how you doing? So you avoiding me all day. So I have the last of your smelly fish, and this really is my very last can until I order more. Yeah, so you better enjoy it. And guess we'll come out. Okay. So it's another hot day. So this is supposed to be the last day of our heat wave. And we'll go back to more normal temperatures hopefully tomorrow. Okay. So it was hot today, but not as hot as yesterday. But the house actually felt hotter. So I think yesterday started heating up the house, and then since it didn't really cool down, the house just kind of retained all its heat, and then even though today's temperature was lower, it just continued to make the house warmer. So I didn't feel like running today, and my leg has been, I don't think it's injured or any more injured than before, but I think, yeah, I might have pushed it a little too hard on my bike ride, which I wasn't trying to push it hard. I actually turned around early because my leg was starting to bother me. But I noticed last night when I was sleeping, yeah, my leg was kind of bothering me. But yeah, this morning when I woke up, it seemed fine. And my leg seems mostly fine throughout the day. But I did go for a walk late this afternoon. I needed to do something. I'm still really stressed out. The flies are bugging Scruffy. So I actually went to go for a walk earlier this afternoon because I was really stressed all day. I ended up waking up early and felt like I really need to go out, but unfortunately, it was hot, so waiting until later actually was to my advantage. Yeah, he's climbing up. So I finally went out late afternoon for a bunch of protective clothing. Brought my camera, but I didn't see anything. Too hot, probably. All the cats were in hiding. Not a lot of people either. Probably too hot for them, too. So I walked 3 laps. I think at one point, probably near the end, my leg was, I wouldn't say bothering me, but I think I was starting to notice there's like a slight discomfort, and I probably should stop, but I had to walk home, so Can't exactly stop. But I think I'm okay. So tomorrow I was thinking of actually going for a run, since I haven't done that in a couple days. So I took yesterday mostly off. But we'll see. See how I feel tomorrow, and also see how much cooler it is tomorrow. Wow. He climbed up, and I think he made a little meow. Barely heard it, but I think he made a little meow. So yeah, the one good thing is, around when I was walking, a breeze did kick in, so it felt a little cooler than it was, thanks to the breeze. Let's see the underside today. His chin. So I only saw little bits of Scruffy today. So I came out because I wanted to give him his water, but also yesterday I mentioned I wanted to use my sun oven to cook some chicken. Yeah, chicken. White chicken, huh? And yeah, yesterday my chicken had not thawed out completely, so couldn't cook it yesterday. So today was the day. But yeah, like yesterday, Scruffy avoided me. Got a little bit of footage. I guess I'll show that a little bit in a little bit. But yeah, I didn't get that much because he was trying to avoid me. So he only comes out at dinner. If he had been a little braver or nicer today, I might have given him some kibble, but since he was hiding from me most of the day, I didn't give him any kibble. Just spread out the water. Yeah. You missed out. Yeah, you missed out. Could have had a lot more food. So it's almost food time. Yeah, it's climbing up again. So yeah, the weather is actually kind of nice right now. It's starting to cool down. I'm a little bit later than last night. Still a little early to dinner, probably about 15 minutes early. I actually saw Scruffy line up at the door about 45 minutes ago, but I wasn't ready to feed him. Okay, I think we're about food time here. Okay, let's get your food before the flies eat it. Huh? Okay. There's a grooming artifact here. So yeah, the bugs are coming out now that the heat's coming out. Okay. So let's see. I have random footage of stuff today. So as I said, I wanted to cook my chicken today in my sun oven since it was a hot day and I haven't had chicken in a long time. And I haven't used my sun oven in a long time either, so figured yeah, let's do it. So around midday, I decided I'd start cooking the chicken. Probably takes an hour or two, so I think it actually ended up taking about 2 hours today. So I brought out the chicken and had the water bowl ready, and yeah, Scruffy was not around initially. And then as I was unpacking the sun oven, I noticed, yeah, Scruffy had walked onto the deck and he was sitting kind of on the far corner watching me. So I have a little bit of footage of that. And then, yeah, I continued to set up my sun oven. So I set up a table yesterday out in the open, so I need to move the sun oven over there and then load it with the food, and then get it positioned correctly for where the sun was. So after I got all that prepared, I noticed Scruffy had snuck over to the water bowl and was taking a drink of water. So I let him take kind of a long drink of water before I started walking back over to the house, because I knew the moment I started approaching he would run away. And of course, yeah, that's exactly what he did. So eventually I started moving after I felt that he took a long enough drink. He can come back for the water. But I was directly under the sun, so probably shouldn't be out there that long. And then through the next couple hours, I came in and out of the house to check the chicken and update the position of the sun oven, because it has to constantly face the sun if you want the food to cook. And each time, yeah, Scruffy was hidden somewhere, so he didn't want me to see him. One time I saw him sleeping behind the barbecue, and he actually completely ignored me, so that was funny. So I got a little bit of footage of that. But another time I came out, he was nowhere to be seen. And then I came back in, and then he suddenly ran. Looks like he was off the deck on the other side, and it looked like he had just ran back onto the deck after I went back inside, and I think he was checking out to see if maybe I left something for him, which I didn't. And then I noticed for the next few minutes he actually parked himself next to the water bowl and was kind of watching the door. I had already closed the blinds. I saw him from the kitchen window. And I think he ended up taking a very short nap there. And then he left later. So yeah, he was mostly in hiding today. So he's very antisocial, except at dinner. I'll try to fix him. So now that the heat wave's behind us, I'm thinking I need to water the garden again. It's about. Actually, I can't remember. Did I water it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? Might have only been a week ago. So I might not be due yet. I don't even remember. But since it was so hot, I probably should water the garden anyway. So I just got my water bill today, and there's still no mention if they approved my appeal for a larger quota for water rationing. So I'm still not sure what my fate is there. So I think I came across an article not long ago where results of the initial rationing that we're on basically shows it's a complete failure. And it always is. So I'm no surprise there. So I'm going to move the balls for Scruffy once he's done drinking. Okay, I'm going to move the balls for you. There's a little bit of kibble underneath. A little bit of fish. So I sent off an email to a lawyer that I know. I don't think he handles the area that I need help in, but I basically sent him off a description of my problem, asking if he'd be able to help, or if he could refer me to somebody who'd be able to help. So I haven't heard back yet, but it's my first attempt to actually talk to a real lawyer. I don't know. Put me out. So I was going to go in and eat. I don't think you're going to stick around. So I got nothing for you. So I actually saved him some chicken skin, but I was going to give it to him maybe tomorrow, because I didn't want to mess up the smelly fish, because the smelly fish is already special. So I need to make it more special. Maybe spoiling him. So I thought possibly about also saving the bones for him, but with the sun oven, I found that deboning the chicken often leads me to, or it leads the chicken to drying out too easily. The problem with the sun oven is it's hard to really know when it's done, and it's really easy to leave it in there too long. And I think the bones help keep the moisture or something like that, and prevent the meat from drying out too quickly. I was debating on whether I should keep the skin on or not. On one hand, I think the skin also keeps it from drying out. On the other hand, it creates a lot of oil in the pan. Since Scruffy would probably enjoy the skin, I decided to deskin it and save it for him. Chicken came out actually pretty good, so I'm happy. So I'm thinking I'll give him the skin maybe tomorrow or the next day. He's not going to get any bones this time. Wow. Why are you meowing over there? Yeah. You're all the way over there, though. Okay, I just sat up, so he doesn't want pets. I think I'm going to go in. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.